Welcome to Patience Miller's channel.
It's not Patience Miller. Welcome to Mrs. Always Right.
This is Always Right. And I'm Mr. Always Left.
You're coming to introduce yourself like Mr. Always Left.
No, seriously. Mrs. Right and Mr. Right. But don't look left and don't look right. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to our channel today. And we're going to give you some lessons. So
thank you everybody for always tuning in. This is Meet Mr. Always Right.
I'm the teacher for tonight.
So Mr. Always Right is coming to teach us a proper English. Because sometimes when I post something, they say, oh, speak English. Don't do this, don't do that. So we're back again on this channel. So we can now going to listen to what Mr. Always Right is going to teach us. So we got our board here. Let me see if you can see it. So there's something we're going to talk about today. So first of all, we're going to say a very big thank you to God Almighty. Thank you, Jehovah. Thank you, God. Thank you for all your good work in our channel. So we're going to have some kind of personal gratitude and appreciation to all our subscribers. We are really grateful about all your support and all your love. So Mr. Always Right is going to say thank you as well to all our lovely subscribers.
Thank you everybody. And we're going to take you through this right now.
He's always in a hurry. So this is going to be Mr. Always Right lecture room today, because we just want to show you a lot of different phrases and verbs when we are communicating English. So thank you everybody, and this is Mrs. Always Right. I'm back on my studio. I've got everything on, and I'm so happy that today is my day off. Yesterday I had what we call sinus attack. My face, my head, everything was really sore, but I'm happy I'm back again today. So I am so happy. So let us ring the bell. Where is this bell for school? Where is the bell? Somewhere there. There in that, behind that photo. Okay, let me get. So
just ringing the bell. Ding dong, ding dong.
So this is the school.
Ready? Right, here we go, people. Now follow this. This is a list. This is a list of verbs that everybody should know. So if we go to the first one, call off is to cancel. Turn down is to reject. Number 3, bring up is mention. Come up is arise and produce. Number 5, hand over.
Relinquish and to give a chance in that one. And
take over is take control and responsibility. Take up is require.
Yes.
Get on, continue and have a good relationship. Number 9, talk over, discuss and interrupt. Use up, exhaust and use completely. Number 11, look forward to. It means await. Go on. Well, I know about all that. Go on is continue. Catch up, discuss the latest news.
So when you have like catch-ups on TV, so we got so many things we're going to
Number 14 is fill in is to complete. Hand in is to submit. Look up, find and search. Look into, check and investigate. Figure out is understand and solve. Go over is to review. Show up is to arrive. Ring up and call. Now I'll pass you over to Patience to complete the rest.
So we are coming back to. Don't worry about that. I know where you stop.
Right, I got to number 21.
So we're going to continue because Mr. Always Right has left, but he's still around in the school. So you want to sit down and listen. So I'm going to continue about the phrasal and verbs, how we can word things and the meaning of all those sentences and phrases. So go back means return to a place. Go back means return to a place. So we got we're going to. So which one is that? Pick out means choice.
Chip in is to help. Number 25, break in and on is interrupt. Come apart is to separate. Go ahead is proceed. Cut in is interrupts. Own up is to confess. Figure out something is to discover. Get back is return. Get away, as like you say, run off and escape. Work out is actually to exercise. Hanging is to stay
positive. When people are trying to give up hope, and they have to tell them, hang on, hang in there.
So if we look at put down, it's an insult. Pass out. Well, you're going to faint. Leave off.
Leave out.
Leave out is to
omit or skip. So when something is leave out or you do something and you don't include anybody, you have to you that means you omit or skip that thing.
And if somebody shows off, they boast and they brag.
They brag and boast. So peter out is just a different one. So can you come and explain what is peter out means?
Peter out is to finish and come to an end.
So that one is quite very
yes, it is. And the last one is
look
up to respect and admire, which I admire my wife.
So this is how we're going to continue, because there's a lot of things we need to learn in life. Because when I talk about not too late to learn, not too old to learn, there's a lot of times people in this world, they miss out in life education. Something can happen to you due to certain circumstances. Maybe you were not having opportunity to be in school. Something must have gone wrong somewhere. It could be health issues. It could be certain things that happens to you in your early childhood, and you miss out in going to school to learn at early part of your life. But that doesn't mean that it's too late for you to carry on, because sometimes there will always be a chance in life where you can do whatever you couldn't do in life. So sometimes people go back to school at late age when they are maybe too late to go, but they still go. They will still learn, because when that time comes, you can still understand as long as you are still alive. So you can be who you want to be in this world at any time. When God's time arrives, they say God's time is the best. Opportunity knocks but once. So once in a while, people have low self-esteem about how they feel in terms of being able to fit in the society. Something can happen to you. It could be something that makes you feel, how can I call it? physical disability can cause you not to be able to get into line with your mates or anybody that is the same age with you. It could be something that happens to you in the past can make you not able to reach your goals. But in certain times in your life, there's always an opportunity for you to go back to those years that you miss. So that is why I come up with this way of how to learn. Not only that you need to be too young. Sometimes you can try it in your life again when something has happened that you cannot meet up with anything that you were doing in your life. You can go back again to learn. So learning is a continuous progress as well in this world. Sometimes we see maybe our parents those days couldn't afford to send you to school. Or sometimes due to circumstances, there are some cultures in Africa or other countries where they prefer male children to be educated, or then the female ones should be at home. And then in that circumstances, learning is quite very hard for those kind of children, like female children, where they think that their place should always be in the kitchen. Or sometimes you got married in some culture, they take it as a taboo for your wife to be going to school. So your place is in the kitchen. So this is going to be another time, because sometimes I come up here, I'm trying to talk, I'm trying to tell people something. They say speak English. I don't know what is that one mean, but I don't really worry about that. So there's a lot of things in this world that you cannot brag about, or you cannot tell people of when they are trying their best. So everybody has their own way of talking and presenting themselves. So today, we got so many phrases and verbs in English, which could be very confusing to anybody that comes to UK newly. Because I remember when I come to UK and I heard people talking about pots. That is potatoes. So some people call it new pot. Some people call it mashed pot. They always refer potatoes to pots up till now. And I found it that I thought that it was new saucepan, which in our country we call pot, the cooking pot. So I was wondering, how am I going to go shopping? So I thought they're putting that list for me as new pot, new saucepan. I end up going to do the shopping and I come back with new saucepan because I thought it said new pot. I didn't know that that is new potatoes. So there's a lot of phrases and verbs in English words that maybe some other people in Africa or wherever you come from might not even know. Some people, when they are doing content in UK, even though they are here in UK, they are still using their languages to express themselves. So in this aspect, people should understand that 100% of content creators, they are not using English. They are using their languages to express. Oh, thank you. So there's another lecturer in the house, so I'm just being given my chair. Oh, that is good. So there's a lot of things.
Special delivery.
So Hobby has been supporting me. Somehow, it's not that I am dumb or don't understand what I'm saying, but sometimes different ways and phrases could be confusing in this world. So this is why I come up with this, how to list of phrasal verbs that you should know, which I'm going to repeat it again. So I'm back. I've got my learning clip chat chat here. So the first one, so I'm going to, because Hobby has already did the first one, so I'm going to continue again to really explain to you online how it is. We can always do our second learning when we are old as well, because the first time, in those days, there's a lot of differences in the way people were being educated in school. Now there's a lot of changes in school, how you can learn different ways and how you can express yourself. So I'm going to start again of the confusing verbs and how you can understand it. So when you call off something, you cancel it. That is what it means. You call off a wedding, that is how it is. You cancel it. You call off your doctor's appointment, you've canceled it. You call off a meeting, you've canceled it. And also when you turn down, something is being turned down. That means something is being rejected as it is. And also when you say bring up, you have to bring it up. Mention something, say something. When people ask you, bring it up, bring it up. That means mention it, something, mention something. So, sorry, my microphone is having a lot of feedback. So, and come up means arise. When somebody is coming up with something, arise or produce. And also, hand over means relinquish or give a chance. Hand it over, do something. So there's a lot of phrases and verbs that can actually confuse somebody who actually coming to UK newly. Though we have English as our #1 language in Nigeria, it's all, we got so many thousands of languages, but English is the first one. Then we got Pidgin English, which we can use it, a kind of mixture of English and some slangs as well. So when we talk about take over, that means we're taking control. We're taking control or responsibility. That is another way we can explain that one, take over. When we talk about take up, that's requirement. And also, when we say get on with something, get on to have a good relationship, continue to have something, get on. So getting on means a lot of things in different ways. And also, when we talk about talk over, that is discuss and interrupt. When somebody is talking, another person is talking as well. Well, you don't give them chance to finish whatever they are talking about. That is this interrupting what other people are talking. That means you take up or you talk over other people. You talk over what other people are talking about. And also, use up. When we have something in the house and then we find out that it's all finished, another way of saying is, instead of saying it's finished, we say it's been used up. It's been used up. So, or it's used up, completely finished. That is another word for it. And always remember this one. Use up as means exhaust. You have exhausted, you finish it up as well. Look forward to, always a very good phrase in UK and verbs as well. Look forward to, that means you are awaiting, you are looking forward for something. Await. So people will say, I'll be looking forward to seeing you. That means people are waiting, really eager to see you. And also, catch up. Catch up means a lot of things. I catch up with you. I catch up with the latest news. In TV, there's what channel they call Catch Up TV. So the things that you miss, you can catch up with them later on. That is it. And also filling means complete. There's a form for you to fill in and so on and so forth. That is how it is, how to use it. Hand in means to submit something. Whatever you want to hand in, can you hand it in this time and so time? So there's a lot of things you can always learn in this world. So most of the time when we were young, most of the English we were not being taught. This time as we're growing old, we can find out more ways how to word things and how to use English, because English is always modernized from time to time. The ones we know, the verbs, the pronouns, the idioms, the adjective we knew in those years is not the same one we know today. So this is how it is. Everything is changing from time to time. And also, look into means to check and investigate. I'm going to look into that matter. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. That is how it is, looking into. And also looking up. Looking up also means you have to search and also find the answers. Like when you go to Google, you are looking up to information, you are searching for updates of things, you are looking for explanation, you're looking for everything in Google. That is how it is. How to this figure out means to understand and to solve, figure out. Sometimes people say, I can't figure out this, I can't figure out that. Yeah, that is how it is. I can't figure out this and I can't figure out that. So it's a lot of things in that figure out means. So everything is coming up. Because my belt is coming off. Sorry for the interruption. I lost my microphone. So because I changed my position, that's why it comes off. So this school today is funny one. So I'm going back again to put my something. I forgot this was connected on my body. So sorry about the background noise. Hello. So that is how it's going to be. So I'm going to continue. Thank you for tuning in. So let me just know what is going on. Can you please show love, press like buttons, and also make comment so that I can know who is watching this back to school, never too old to learn program. So I'm just going to talk about we're going to talk about go over. Going over, just to go over means to review things, making a lot of review. I'm just going over this and that, and that. So number 20, which is show up. Hello. Sorry about that. So number 20, which means show up. Show up, which means somebody has arrived. Somebody is coming and is showing up somewhere. That is arrival of somebody. So ring up. Some people just use that sign language. Give me a call. Call. That is meaning ring up. Ring up, that is like that. So go back means return to a place. Sometimes you stay in one country and then you want to go back to your country. So that means return to a place. And also pick out, meaning choice or choose. When you are being chosen in a place, like a competition, I was being picked out. So that means they choose you. And also chip in. So you could hear sometimes people will say chip in, chip in, chip in. That is help in, helping in a situation that is a lot of things is going on. Then you are being asked to chip in, just to show to give help in group. Chip in, please. And also, break in on means break in on means interrupt, interruption. So number 6, coming apart or come apart means separate. It's not only a relationship that you need to separate. Coming apart, it could be a kind of furniture or something you build up that just coming apart, like broadly. Anything that needs that one is break, come apart. That means separate from this thing. So like this one, if one part of it is coming apart, that means it's separated from the other side. And also, go ahead means to proceed on. If something is pending and somebody says go ahead, then that means to proceed. Cut in means to interrupt. Somebody is talking and you cut into that conversation, that means interruption. So this is the most important aspect of learning, because sometimes we mix up words. There's a lot of miscommunication when we are doing things. Not that we don't know how to use words, but sometimes not everybody is perfect in using phrases and verbs and pronouns and nouns. There's a lot of things that always missing in the conversation. And also, own up to your problem. Own up if you have got so many things or if you've done something wrong. Own up, that means you have to accept it and also confess about what you've done. That is owning up what you've done wrong. And also, figure out means to discover a lot of things. Figure out means to discover a lot of things. Discoveries. So I'm sorry, I have so much tiny handwriting, so I don't know if you can read it. So we're going to talk about get back means return. Return, when you are going somewhere, you get back, that means you return. And also, get away means escape. Some people escape to the countryside, some people escape to the sun. Some people escape from their country to another country. There's a lot of words you can use when you want to say get away. Work out is another thing that we can get confusing. Work out. Work in the office. Work out as an exercise. So work out means exercise. And also hang in means you got to be positive, you stay positive. And putting down always means insulting people. That's another word for that, insulting. If someone say, oh, you don't need to put me down, doesn't mean that they actually wrestle you to the ground. So there's a lot of misconception in English words. So many things have been interpreted wrongly. So that is how it is. So English word needs to be learned daily. And as we grow up, there's a lot of changes in this phrase and words in English. And also, pass out means somebody to faint. And another word for it is collapse. But people use it frequently now, pass out. Faint is somehow a bit of, yeah. But somebody say, oh, somebody has passed out. So that is another way for pass out is fainting. So leave out means skip or omit. And also showing off always means boasting and bragging. Full of yourself. Some people use that full of yourself, showing off and bragging, making yourself so much on top of everything. And also, Peter out is quite very strange because this is just a different one I've heard so far. Peter out means come, finish, or come to an end. So looking up or look up is a kind of respect and admiration. So people say, I look up to this person. That means I admire you and always respect who you are. So, and this is Mrs. Always Right saying thank you everybody that tuned into this channel, and may God continue to bless you. And don't forget, these are the words, those are the things you should learn how to. So you could see it. There's a lot of it. So you take time to read it. This is our little how we call it, over 80, over 60, over 50s learning time. So come out and join and read it out. I'm showing it now in the paper clip chat. So you can read it from the beginning. So I will hold it up for you to read it. So this is how there's a lot of different phrases and verbs you should understand while we are still in this world. We need to learn from time to time. And thank you everybody for listening. And this is a very warm goodbye from us. So Mr. Always Right is coming to say bye-bye to all our viewers in.
Just a minute, I'll be there.
Yeah, so he's coming to say goodbye, because when we were in school, he just came briefly and disappeared. So that is the end.
That's the end of the lesson, I'm afraid. We're back tomorrow, so join our channel, keep subscribing, and watch our videos. We're going to do something different tomorrow, so don't forget to join us and tune in. Bye for now.
Thank you, everybody, and God bless you.